How's it going, everyone? Maryland here. That's right. It is finally time for more Pixelmon. You know what? I want to start by saying one of my favorite mantras in life. Like, this is probably one of the most, I guess, impactful sayings that I can think of, and I always try to keep it in mind with stuff, and that's why I'm recording this right now. I'll talk about, more details in a moment, but let me just say, the line that I always keep close to heart, and I need to do a better job of it: don't let perfection be the enemy of the good. I don't remember who said that, but it is seriously one of the best lines out there, and that has been what's held me back from playing on the Merylcraft Pixelmon server. So long story short, it has been played on. Like, I've been playing this, I've been streaming this. It hasn't really been abandoned. I just fell behind with footage, and I've really given it a lot of thought as to the whole series. And you know what? Rather than focusing too much on getting caught up with following it properly, I just want to play, have fun, and show you where I'm at. I also want to change it, and yes, this is awesome over here. I'm gonna take a break for just a moment with my little tangent. I do want to talk. This is mostly going to be like a talking, getting you caught up episode, because I'm not going to show any of the other footage unless I happen to fish through anything super exciting that happened, but nothing like super duper exciting happened, and I'll try to show you how the world has been going. But yeah, look at this. Oh my goodness. Watson on the server, he has made this excellent thing, and I must say that it meets all my standards. So yeah, now the Sans, on the other hand, not so much, but you know what, that's to be expected. Yeah, so that's pretty great. This is my pyramid area that I have shown before. I put in a little bit of work into it, like this wall that, I don't know, it's not really all that well thought out. There's a breeding area over here. Yeah, I'll talk about it in just a moment here. So, most importantly, I just kind of want to fill you in on where we're at. So, part of the reason the series fell behind, I'm going to sort my items out really quick, because I do have a few, but it's not a big deal. But part of the reason the series fell behind is simply the fact that how do you even put it? Like, okay, there were problems basically as soon as the series started with the Pixelmon in general. Now, it's a big mod. There's a lot to it, okay? I get that. And that's, I have so much respect for the Pixelmon development team and all that. But the problem was, when I first started it, like, I don't know, the server that I was using it wasn't working right. There were problems. It was crashing left and right. That's part of what I was talking about in the earlier videos. That, I wanted to play. I wanted to have it there, but we fell behind. I wasn't sure if I'd have to be restarting the server or what. I didn't want to start a series if I was just going to have to be forced to reset it later, because that's not cool. I mean, obviously at some point we'll do a reset, but, I didn't want it to be like immediately. That would be kind of bad. I have a lot of water, by the way. I guess I was kind of thirsty. Let me just put this, I got all these shelves here. They're very convenient. Oh, is that all that'll fit? Oh, that might be, because, yeah, okay, well, we'll just put them there. But yeah, I mean, long and short of it, like, we couldn't really say for certain if the server was going to have to be reset or not. So that's why I kind of held off on making videos for a while. However, now, it's more or less stable. There are a few issues here and there, but in the big picture, it's not so bad. But I've been trying to get caught up to, where, like, we've recorded to, because I've been streaming it on Twitch every Monday. And, well, almost every Monday. I can't say every Monday. Sometimes I'd play on the vanilla server, which is another thing I'd like to talk about. In fact, actually, I'm going to pick some of the apricorns to make some things. But yeah, I've been playing on it. I've just fallen behind in, where we're actually at on the on YouTube, because my previous way of doing things was, all right, I'm going to just treat the series as something that I will just stream, and I will just post like kind of highlights. And that's what I did for the first 2 episodes. But then I was realizing, you know what? That it's not really what it could be. And I think it's actually holding me back, because then I have to go through all of this. It's not like, hey, I have like a project in mind, or I have something specific I want to do, or maybe even nothing at all. Like, I don't have to do everything, but I know that just sometimes that stagnation of, all right, I don't know. It's hard to explain, really. In fact, let me use this thing over here. This isn't going to help explain it, but it's at least going to put away all my stuff nice and quickly, because it's connected, actually, under here. It's a cool thing. I don't remember if I showed that or not. I'll try to show some of the things I've been up to, don't worry. But, yeah, basically, I just have realized, you know what? You guys had such a great response to my Pixelmon series. I guess I just wasn't expecting it. I mean, I know that I've tried it before, but because this is a server that's exclusive to my patrons, I know that little support me on Patreon thing I keep talking about. Well, this is one of the rewards. People that do support me for, a reasonable amount, they chip in and they get access to the Pixelmon server here. As sort of a reward. They get a chance to play with me. Now, of course, I say this in pretty much every time I'm streaming, but if you are interested in joining, there is a link. You can check it out in the description of this video, and that will take you to my Patreon page. It is $10 US to play, and it does require, or per month, by the way. It is a monthly thing, and it's not really like, oh, okay, I'm just trying to join my server. It's a reward. That's what it boils down to. And, you can be on my streams sort of, in a way, like you're a part of this world, as opposed to it just being a single player world. It's a balance. I know not everyone agrees with it, but let me tell you, it has been a fantastic help. I recently have, I've been going through kind of a rough time. I know I haven't done much in the way of videos lately, but I've just been going through a lot of stress lately. And I tell you, I did recently change jobs, so now I'm not really officially employed. I'm kind of like a full-time YouTuber, and I know I haven't really been super full-time lately. Like I said, I've been going through some rough stuff, and it's just so heartwarming that people are helping support me through this tough time, and it's making things so much more manageable too. Like, I'm not thinking, oh my goodness, what will I do? I'm feeling confident that even during the slow months on YouTube, that we'll survive, which is great. But so much of it is possible thanks to my Patreon supporters, patrons as they're called, and that's why they get access to play. And you don't if you're not a patron. It's not because I don't like you. It's not because, I don't want to play with you, although I don't really know you, more likely than not. I mean, if I do know you, great, but, like, there's so many of you, and I'm so grateful for that. And that's really cool. So thank you, even if you're not supporting me on Patreon, because you are supporting me just by watching this video, and that just means the world. So thank you so much. But please do try to understand, the reason I have this server for patrons only is it's a reward. They can be a part of it, because if I had a public server, just imagine trying to moderate that, okay? If you have any experience with public servers, as a player, more likely than not, they are really, really well moderated. And if not, well, you can really feel it. It is something that really does take a lot, and I'm not interested in having a public server just because I'm not interested in moderating things like that. Just, it takes away the fun. I want it to be a tight, close-knit community, and I have no clue where this goes, so I'm going to follow this path, actually, while I talk. I mean, might as well, right? Oh my. Oh geez, this is a big tower. Oh, yeah, so I'm really excited. What this series is going to become, just so you guys know, I'm no longer Zare's Tower. Oh my, that is just enormous, and there's an awful lot of fire over here. You know what they say, you play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Better have some burn heal. This episode probably won't be all that exciting. It's more of a catch-up episode, more just like a walk and a talk kind of thing. Maybe show you a little bit of the world, remind you that, yeah, we've been playing, we've been building the world, and it's been coming along really nice. It's an awesome community. But also to kind of lay down the groundwork for future projects, because I'm not going to be using my streaming as like hey, let's get stuff done and put it on YouTube kind of thing. I'm actually going to separate that. And I think that will result in hopefully more videos. My goal is to have 2 Pixelmon videos a month, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. I know it's not a lot, but again, unless I have like a specific project, I don't really know, you know, what you really want to see me do. And I think just even playing a little bit here and there. Although I do feel like I should battle something. So you know what? Let me go, let's go to this thing called a boss tower where I can fight against some boss Pokemon. I know that might be an odd concept. I'm kind of skipping ahead here a bit if you're just tuning in from part 2. You're like, wait, why do you have all these level 60 some odd Pokemon? And you know, what happened? Yeah, a lot's changed. Like, that was recorded back in November. And part of the reason was kind of like I was telling you earlier is, you know, I don't want to let perfection be the enemy of the good. And you guys love the Pixelmon series. I have a very nasty track record, and I'm sure that there wasn't very much confidence in this, you know, because I haven't posted. And yeah, I mean, hopefully you'll forgive me for that. But I do intend to make this more regular, even if it's not all that exciting. I mean, right now I've just been running around and talking. And, I mean, I'm kind of showing you the world. That's another thing is, you know, you don't always have that opportunity to see what's going on over here unless you've been tuning into my streams. But we need some ideas. That's something that I'm looking for. Hopefully, hopefully we can get some good ideas here. And by the way, we are on peaceful, so, you know, fall from a high place. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, so let me actually take my Charizard here. Starbroiled. I did get a Charizard, which is really nice. I also do have a Flygon. I know I said I wasn't going to use a Flygon again. But it's just so small and really convenient for flying around. But yeah, take a look at this nice acacia house thing. I think this is... Let's see if it says. I'm pretty sure it's Aprez's, but it might be the packs. Yeah, it's Aprez's. Let me... there. All right, what is that? House of Epic Pokemon Mastery. Wow, that sounds really great. I gotta check this out. Yeah, I want to kind of show off some people's houses on the server, or what they've been up to. I don't have everyone's houses waypointed or whatever, so I can't, like, you know, figure out where they are, but the ones that I do know, you know, I'm more than glad to show. And hey, you know what? If I don't show your house and you are on the server, hey, let me know on, like, well, any sort of area that you can contact me. There's plenty now. But hey, what are you doing? Wait, why are you a chatting NPC? Zelda? How did you even get here? I seriously don't know how a random NPC is here that isn't like a trainer. That's so weird. Okay, yeah, so sorry about that. This Pokemon Center was kind of burned down. Blame Groosey, blame Sandile, blame everyone. Oh yeah, I don't even know, but it's okay. It's going into the Marrow League. I think we'll probably do a little bit more in the way of like decoration stuff, but this place is going to be enormous. Let me light it up with this Moonstone shovel. You can actually make tools out of stone, which is not, or like the different evolutionary stones, and they have different effects. And it doesn't matter what type of tool, they'll all have the same effect for the most part. Moonstone, if you right click with the tool on a block, it gives you a temporary vision or night vision effect, which is really awesome. So it does help. What's up, Poochyena? Do you really want to go? All right, well, you went. Get out of here. So yeah, we've moved all the stuff in here. Instead, we have the trade machine, the PC, another PC. Where's the healer at? That's weird. I could have sworn that there might have been a healer in here. Huh. Oh, well. I guess they're still over there. Would be smart to put a healer there. All right. But anyhow, yeah, so let me take a look around. That place is really cool, but I don't want to show too much of it just yet. Maybe we'll have some kind of epic battle there. But it's still a work in progress. It's going to be an enormous project. All right, so let me get my Star Broiled here, my Charizard. Actually, you know what? Let me show you this this Flygon. I named her Small Fry. Look at her. She's so small, but it's so perfect because you don't see anything getting in the way when you're flying around, and I think that's really cool. Oh, Sly. One of the members on here. Looks like a pretty nice den. Yeah, this cabin. Let me take a look at this. Hopefully he doesn't mind that I'm peeking around. Cobblestone generator. Another cobblestone generator, I think. Because these things, yeah, if you have a water bucket and a lava bucket in there and one of the upgrades, it will serve as a cobblestone generator, which is really nice. One of the cool things of this. By the way, just in case you're not aware of what this is Pixelmon, in case you didn't know, but it also has some other mods in it. It's part of a mod pack called the Meryl Pack, and it's just a few. Oh, hey, look at that! My Nidoran hatched. It's a few mods that kind of help add to the experience. I need to update it for version 1.8.9 and the newest version of Pixelmon, but trying to update all the mods in the pack is pretty much going to leave me with having to do a world reset. So that's in the future. It'll probably be a month or two before we do that. That's kind of why I wanted to really start streaming again, or not streaming, but like recording and, you know, actually getting stuff done, just having videos as opposed to having nothing, and then it just kind of slip away. So that is in the future. We will be updating. But for right now, it is for Pixelmon version 4.1.4. I want to fight this Slowpoke. I just want to fight something, okay? I've barely done anything today. So let me outrage. All right, there we go. Yeah, so it is for version 4.1.4 of Pixelmon. And the Meryl Pack 0.4.0, at least at the time of recording this video. But yeah, that's where it's at. We'll update sometime in the future, but it will more than likely require a world reset because not all of the mods are compatible. And there's been some weird things over the several months that we've had this up. So I think a fresh start will be good in time. All right, so let's see. I know I was going to fly around. I guess I just kind of wanted to run around instead. Yeah, there's some nice buildings over here. I don't know really what prompted me to build in the desert. I like that pyramid kind of thing. I want to turn it into a proper pyramid, by the way. This looks pretty nice. I don't know whose place this is. Oh, maybe this will tell me. Paxasteria. I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly, but that's a nice little island. I like that. Kind of right in the desert. That's really nice. Oh man. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so I want to actually turn this into a pyramid. I was working on some placeholder things, little markers. That's what the cobblestone's for, in case you were wondering when I was running around like a lunatic earlier. Like this stuff right here. I'm just trying to play around with like a design, get an idea of the dimensions, but I am going to tear down the mountain part of it, and I am going to expand it into a proper pyramid, and I think that'll look really cool. I'll need to push it back a little bit more if I want it, I don't know, properly sized, but oh well. Or maybe make it smaller. I don't know, and I'll try to level things out a little bit better, but this is kind of the area I want to work with, and I think it'll be nice. All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to that boss tower now. So I'm gonna fly there. I know that there's a teleporter in the Nether, but I'm just gonna take the scenic route. So I will see you in a little bit. All right, so I'm not really entirely sure kind of what I want to do for the rest of this episode. So I guess I'm just gonna fight against some boss Pokemon. Now, let me show you this place really quick in case you're not familiar with what this kind of is. So every now and then in swamp biomes, you'll find these kind of abandoned looking rundown tower things. And if you climb up to the top of them, you will find this, well, kind of like a mossy top area thing. And there's an item here. Now, I've already claimed this loot. And even on this server, it doesn't respawn. But it's typically some pretty good loot. Underneath this block right here, there is a boss spawner, which will spawn boss Pokemon. There'll either be Sableye, Chandelure, Gengar, or Miss Magius. So they will be either with like a red name, a blue name, a green name, or a yellow name. And that indicates what level they will be at. Now, their levels are based on the, in fact, you know what? I can do this while fighting it. Hey, their level is based on the highest level Pokemon on your team right now. If it's a green Pokemon, it is 5 levels higher than your highest. If it is a blue Pokemon, then it is 10 levels higher. If it's a red boss Pokemon, then it is 20 levels higher. And if it is yellow, which is the rarest, then, oh, you know what? I think I have the wrong Tyranitar, darn it. Then it is a 40 level difference, which is pretty tough to take down. So yeah, I find that using Tyranitar works really well against all these boss Pokemon. They're also great for giving experience out because of that, and everything in the game uses the 5th generation style of experience. So, you know what? Let me swap out Godzillatar with Tinytar, another Tyranitar I have that's a little bit better suited for the job. Also, I do have Mew. This was... I wasn't even on a stream or anything. I do apologize for that, but you know what? I was just playing around with Watson, with a few other people on what we've labeled as Patreon Day. But I did get this Mew, and it's kind of adorable. You can find it in the jungle. Very rarely it will say a legendary Pokemon has spawned. And if you look around, you might find Mew. So, yeah, I have Mew, and that's wonderful. Now, there's stuff I can do with Mew later on to get me a Mewtwo, and maybe even a Ditto. I'm going to need probably a Master Ball to catch that Mewtwo, though. So I'm going to farm the boss tower here to try to get some stuff that might help and hopefully get a Master Ball, because that's where you get them. You get them from the higher level boss monsters, or boss Pokemon, or whatever you want to call them. I guess I'm so used to calling them boss monsters. I wonder why. So if you find towers like these, what I recommend doing, I don't really know if it works, but you may notice that, you know, we put like... Well, I put all this cobblestone around here to, I guess, increase the range that it could spawn. Because if you just have it on these mossy ones, which is where it used to be, then it doesn't spawn terribly often. But by expanding the platform, it was increasing the spawn rate, so that's kind of nice. And then we put, like, I didn't do this. This is really smart. Putting a PC, a healer, and like some other stuff, an ender chest to put some extra loot. I bring backpacks with me to deposit some extra loot that I have. But yeah, you can just kind of camp up here on one of these and just fight monsters or Pokemon over and over again. They're really predictable. It's a great way to train up lower level Pokemon. And yeah. It's not overly exciting. Oh, you can't catch any of these boss Pokemon, by the way. I think I might have run into a boss Pokemon earlier. I don't know. I know in one of my Pixelmon series I, of course, have. But what is that thing? Oh, it's a Gloom. I was wondering what that thing right down there was. And it is a Gloom. I could fight some of these other Pokemon down here if I want. I don't need to, but they're just kind of around. You know, sometimes you gotta find something to do while you wait. They usually spawn back pretty quickly if you have, like, enough cobblestone and stuff. Or it doesn't have to be cobblestone. It can be anything. Oh, here we go. Miss Magius. Not that difficult. Probably even take that out with my Charizard. Alright, there we go. Ultra Ball and a Light Ball. Okay. It's kind of nice. And, of course, with a healer, once you set this down, you can't pick it up again. You can't break it. Well, you can break it, but you'll get, like, an aluminum plate. So, you don't want to do that. Actually, is it aluminum or is it aluminium in this? I know. Those of us in the U.S. refer to it as aluminum because that's how it's spelled in the U.S. spelling. That's it. I know it's aluminium. I usually just go by with whatever it says, okay? So, you know, if I see it spelled out as aluminium, I'll pronounce it aluminium. If I see it spelled out as aluminum, well, then I'll pronounce it as aluminum. Spoilers! Alright, don't you go away from me, Miss Magius. Hey. Oh, no! Oh, it's gonna take a while to land, isn't it? Alright, well, we'll just... Excuse you? I didn't say you could fight. I didn't say you could do that. I really need to get some better moves on Tiny, my little Zangoose. She does such a good job at, like, catching Pokemon and stuff, because a false swipe, not so good against bosses, but Pursuit works in a pinch, so that's kind of nice. Heal Powder, oh joy. Alright, so, yeah, there are, of course, plenty of other ghost Pokemon around here. But a setup like this, you know, if you wanted, you could even add, like, apricorns. You could add all sorts of stuff to turn it into... Ooh, there's a really tough one. There's a yellow one. Those are the toughest. This thing is going to be, I think, level 111. Oh my goodness, you cheater! You cheater! Yeah, very strong. But they give the best rewards. And if you have something like Tyranitar, I mean, you can easily handle just about everything here. Okay, well, yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff, but not the thing I needed, so that's fine. Yeah, so I guess I'll do a little bit more of this. I don't know, what else really to get done for today. I'm kind of just like, hey, I'm back, I want to do stuff, I need ideas. So if you have some ideas, you know, maybe let me know, because... Hey, you know what? Now's as good a time as any, right? I guess I could also show off a few of my other Pokemon. I did get some legendaries here and there. Not like a lot. I've been letting the other people on the server get them, so that's fine. But I did get a few, which is kind of nice. Okay, Zinc. Do I want the Zinc? I don't even know. Probably. Okay, let's take a look in here for anything, like, remarkable. I mean, I'll just kind of, like, look around, you know, kind of show you. I mean, I don't even remember what I had when I was last playing. I know I had this Ursaring earlier on, but I don't even think that was in a video. I don't know. I was trying to get this Pidgeot for the longest time. I did get that. Got Godzillatar, which is a gigantic Tyranitar. I did finally get Eevees, which is nice. Smeargle. Ooh, a red Gengar. Nice. Balespert strong, Spinach Jr. Watson caught Polarity, a shiny Magnemite, and he even traded me Polarity, which was very nice. I've been experimenting with some very odd breeding things. I've been trying to get a microscopic Nidoran, and I did, but in the process, somehow I ended up with a male Nidoran female. And yeah, there's another one. And I evolved it into a Nidoqueen. Yeah, and I evolved a female Nidoran male into a female Nidoking. I don't know. It's interesting. I was just trying to see if that worked. Also, they had weird abilities, too. I'm sure it's just a glitch in this version. Yeah, this thing has immunity, which seems pretty redundant, if you ask me, but yeah, clearly not intentional. Again, I am on version 4.1.4 of Pixelmon. Maybe it was fixed in version 4.2, or I think they're on 4.2.2 now. So we have come a long way, which is... You know, definitely, I can't complain about the bugs if, you know, I'm not on the newest version. I'm not really complaining. I'm just kind of saying, hey, that's part of why I think we need a reset. Things are getting kind of wacky over here, so, yeah. Oh, nice, a golden Sableye. You know what? Let me heal. Gotta get that toaster sound. And let's fight this thing. All right, come on. Give me the good stuff. Oh, you jerk. Double detect. My Tyranitar is so small, though. Alright, there we go. Hammers? Really? Ugh, kind of underwhelming reward, right? Oh, well, it's fine. Yeah, so I guess just kind of let me know if, you know, there's, like, anything you want to see. Like, I really don't know. I did get a Zapdos, which is kind of cool. Rash nature, so it's not even terrible. It's a runt. In fact, here, let me show you this thing really quick. I'll swap it out with Mew. Alright. Oh, hi, Chandelure. What's up? Okay, so Zapdos. Yeah, that's a run, too. Level 70, it was kind of a pain to fight, but I did eventually get it, which is good. I did fight a Groudon. Oh, I got Articuno as well. Did that, I don't know, a week ago or something. It looks kind of neat. And I tried to fight Moltres, and I didn't catch it. So I do have a Flame Souls, Orb of Flame Souls, is it? What is it? I got it in my bag. Orb of Fiery Souls. So that'll let me fight against Moltres, but I have to go to the shrine place. You know, what I could do is, if that's something you'd like to see, I could try to catch another one. I mean, that's really not that big of a deal. In fact, the process is, by the way, just in case you do not know how to get one of those things, so, in order to get... Oh, I guess I don't really need that hammer. In order to get legendary Pokemon, or the legendary Pokemon, Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, you need to get these orbs. Orbs of... Well, actually, it kind of varies. Let me see if I can get one. They do drop from the bosses. Like, you'll end up with more than you'll ever need. Hey, get back here. Take this thing out. So this is a really easy one. Yeah, you didn't drop one, but you do get these items called orbs. And you can combine those with either the Thunderstone to make an Orb of Static Souls, a Firestone to make the Orb of Fiery Souls, or the, I think a Water Stone, actually, for the Orb of, what even is it? Let's see, Orb of Frozen Souls. Okay, yeah, so once you have those, you actually need to fight 375 Pokemon and knock them out for this to charge. That's what the durability says there. So when this thing actually drops down to the bottom, that's when it actually changes to the one that's fully charged. For instance, this one right here. This has been fully charged, and it lights up and everything like that. This one has not. I have 257 Pokemon to go. In fact, I think you can even right-click it, and it tells you. Yeah, you need 257 more KOs for the orb to be full. That's not too bad. So, yeah, you know, you can have one of those. And unfortunately, you only fill one at a time, so keep that in mind. Oh man, I thought that was a Master Ball for a moment, but I don't think it would have been. You do get those from bosses. You'll find orbs without too much trouble, especially once you start fighting bosses. you'll have more of them than you know what to do with. But that is what you need in order to fight Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. So you know what? Maybe we should just kind of plan on doing that in the next episode. Even though I already have 2 of them, it wouldn't be a bad thing for, me to kind of show off fighting them. That could be fun. Otherwise, I don't really know what else to do. There's all sorts of stuff to do, don't get me wrong. It's just, I've been playing it more as like a player lately, and just trying to think, all right, well, what do you want to see? I mean, it's not really chronicling my every step through through this server. It's just kind of, showing highlights of what I've been up to and stuff, and hopefully that is... Oh, I guess I don't need to use Shadow Claw. Why am I using Shadow Claw? Huh, oh well. But yeah, I think we're going to leave things off here. But I definitely am interested in recording more. I will be recording it off of the streams, but if you want to tune in to the streams, which will be a lot more hang loose, mostly just kind of chilling, playing with some of the patrons, and, chatting on Twitch, usually on Mondays, I will stream either Vanilla Minecraft, or I will be streaming Pixelmon, one of the two. And usually it's at 8 p.m. Central Time on Mondays. It's not set in stone. Sometimes I won't. You'll probably want to check my Twitter to know for sure. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. But I also will try to have, I don't know, maybe 2 episodes of Pixelmon up a month. And I also will plan on transferring over my vanilla Minecraft server videos, because you know what, one thing I will be making a video about is actually my second channel, my More Maryland channel. Some of you know of it. I haven't uploaded there recently. There's really not a point to nowadays, so I am actually going to be suspending it. I'll probably have a video announcing this later, but I will be bringing over just the whatchamacallit, the vanilla Minecraft videos. I'll be transferring them over to my main series, or my main channel. Oh, see, here's one of the orbs. Yeah, that's what you need to get. I'll be transferring them over to my main channel, so that way, I can do sort of a similar thing, where rather than stream and just post archives onto YouTube, I can just treat streaming and recording as separate things. So I'll be posting probably 3 episodes that I've already recorded that were on the More Maryland channel, just to have them on the main channel now, and then I'll start just recording. Again, my goal is 2 per month. It's not ambitious, but I don't know. I mean, it's better than nothing, and I think it just kind of, it'll work for this type of thing, where it's less of, hey, let me show you, exactly what to do. It's really more of a, hey, here's what I've been up to kind of thing. So, I don't know. Hopefully you guys will like that. I think it probably makes the most sense. If you have any questions, or if there's anything that, you want to see more of on the server, other than battles, those are harder to coordinate. We'll be doing probably some kind of like a league type thing in a bit. I'm trying to figure out what I want on my team. I'm just kind of using stuff that works for more general purposes. So don't take too much stock in my team, okay? It stinks. It works for what it needs to, but yeah. All right, let's fight one more boss, and then I think I'm going to leave it at that. But hopefully this was a nice little throwback to Pixelmon. We're not done yet. I think now that I have an idea that you guys really like. Oh, no. Don't knock me out, Gengar. Oh, yep, well, you did. Okay, well, it's fine. Oh, do I not even... Okay, good, Larvesta got it. I was worried. It's like, no, don't cheat my Larvesta out of the experience. Yeah. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, this was not from a stream or anything, and I think this will be the new way I record, where it won't be as much, walking around and talking the whole time. I know I did a lot of that, but I'll be able to kind of focus more on projects rather than running around, oh, look at this guy. All right, I want to fight this one, and then we'll be done. Oh, man, that's a big thing. All right, let's knock it out. Come on, give me something good. Everstone and Friend Ball. Ooh, Electrizer. That's pretty cool. All right, anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, And I will see you on the next episode of Maryland's Merylcraft Pixelmon Adventure. Oh yeah, I don't know if that's what we're calling it or not, but whatever the case, that's what it is. And remember, if you're interested in playing, if you make a pledge now, at the start of the next month, you will be able to join the server if your pledge is enough for this. Otherwise, there's the vanilla server. Or if you just want to chip in like $1 or $2, that's also really nice and it helps a lot. Anyway, thanks so much, and I will see you next time, everyone. Woo!